Hey, my name is Václav, I'm a real Prague guide, and in today's video I will show you which areas of Prague Castle you can see for free, which you have to pay for and whether it is worth paying for them. I will also show you how to get to Prague Castle and will give you some of my personal recommendations which will hopefully make your Prague Castle visit as enjoyable as possible. Let's go!
Prague Castle is standing above the lesser town and is only 20 minutes walk from the old town. To get there you can either go by foot following the Nerudova street or take a tram number 22 from Malostranská stop. Then when you hear this,
Next stop, Prague Castle.
get off and you are there. Prague Castle is just on the opposite side of the road. Now there are multiple ways of how you can visit Prague Castle, and it really depends on how much time you have for your visit and how excited you are about the history.
Now the basic area of Prague Castle is for free. That means you can visit this entire fortress from one end to the other for free. You can visit the different courtyards, you can see the exteriors of buildings like the cathedral, you can visit the gardens for free as well, like the Royal Garden and the Southern Gardens, and you can enter the western part of the cathedral for free as well.
There is one more part you can see in the castle for free. It is the Golden Lane, but that is only possible for free in the evening, and you will only get a slight taste of what Golden Lane really looks like. You will soon see how it looks like during the day when everything in the Golden Lane is opened. That's what you can see in the castle for free. By the way, the cathedral has opening hours, so make sure to check those online because they vary depending on special events. Usually it's open till 5:45 in summer and 3:45 in the winter.
So we normally make some jokes in our videos, but this is an instructional video and I really don't know how to make jokes in it, so I hope you guys are fine with that, and let's continue.
What? Your face is a joke.
On top of what you can see in the castle for free, the ticket opens the doors for you to the historically most important interiors of Prague Castle, and they are really beautiful. You will be able to see the best part of the cathedral, tombstone completely made out of silver, a tomb of St. Wenceslas, our main patron saint. You will also be able to see one of the largest Gothic secular vaulted spaces in Europe, the interior of St. George's Basilica, the oldest standing church in Prague Castle, and remember the Golden Lane? Yes, this is how it looks like when you get the ticket. All the doors to these cute houses are opened and you can go inside. You can also enter the defensive corridor, see a torture chamber, an alchemist laboratory, and so much more. Plus, you can visit the space where one of the most devastating wars in Europe started. It was right here in this room where a couple of kingsmen were thrown out of the window and a long war between Protestants and Catholics started.
There are also other tickets you can buy in Prague Castle, like for example for this chapel or for this tower, which I should probably mention has no elevator.
There are also other spaces with temporary exhibitions that you can see in Prague Castle. My personal opinion is that these are usually more interesting for Czechs, since they are dedicated to Czech artists or some really specific part of Czech history. But I'll leave that up to you if you want to visit these. Okay, so now where to get the tickets? As you can see on this map, there are multiple places to buy the tickets from, so please be aware of that.
I always see tourists coming through the main entrance of Prague Castle and lining up for the first line for tickets they see. This one. Right now it's closed because there are no tourists, but it can sometimes go all the way to the middle of the courtyard. So if you come here and see that, go just around the corner and there is another ticket office right there. Tickets in Prague Castle are half the price if you are a student, youth or elderly. So if any of these apply to you, don't forget to bring your student card or the ID card. Audio guide, should you get it or should you not? Audio guide really only makes sense for you to buy if you are planning to visit the interiors of Prague Castle. That means you are planning to get the ticket. One thing that you should know about the audio guide in Prague Castle is that after 3 hours of you using it, it runs out. So that means you actually have to go back to the ticket office and buy it again, which kind of sucks. You can also visit Prague Castle with the Prague Castle tour guide. The only problem with this one is that you have to call to the ticket office and ask if they have any tours running today, or you can just come there and see if there is any tour happening. They don't really have any regular schedule, but it is really the cheapest way to see Prague Castle with a guided tour. I should probably mention we do Prague Castle tour, right? Yes, we do. It includes a ticket and audio guide, and we joke, unlike audio guide, so if you would like to join us, check the link in the description.
Commercial break is over. Now for the last part of the video, useful tips for visiting Prague Castle. A lot of people come to see the change of the guards at 12 p.m. Almost all tour companies plan to visit the castle so their clients can see it. The reality is that so many people come here that you can't see it unless you are actually at the complete front of the crowd. There is a smaller change of guards taking place every hour, so maybe check this one out instead.
The best way to see Prague Castle, if you want to see it for free, is either before 9 a.m. or after 5 p.m. That way you're gonna have the whole Prague Castle for yourself. If you want to see it with the ticket, then probably the best time is around 1 p.m, at least according to our experience, because that is when all of the crowds that came here to see the change of the Prague Castle guards have already dispersed, and it's a little bit less busy. There are multiple public toilets all over Prague Castle. That sounds wrong. There are multiple public toilets in Prague Castle, but they are not for free. To use them, you need either 10 Czech crowns or 50 cents of euro. At least that's what the prices are in 2021. Things might change again in the future.
Cafes and restaurants in Prague Castle are not the best. Don't expect high quality, but they are okay and kind of what you can expect in the busiest Prague monument. Our personal picks for cafes are these. Price-wise and quality-wise, they are our favorites.
You can also visit this beautiful museum of the family Lobkowicz. It is a private museum, and because of that you won't see the tickets on the ticket board of Prague Castle. You have to buy them here, right at the entrance. I mean, TripAdvisor likes it, that means you like it. Thank you guys for watching. I hope that you will enjoy the visit of Prague Castle and this video was helpful. And if it was, subscribe to our channel, give it a like, and we'll see you in our next one.